Funny jokes, funny jokes. No funny jokes, baby. It's the end of Ramadan. You know what that means? Eid Mubarak. Selamat Idul. Hold on. I'll get it in one. This is for the Indonesians out there. It came out on my Duolingo literally yesterday.
Ooh.
Selamat Idul Fitri. Probably said it okay. I'll be halfway confident. I think I said that okay.
Hell yeah.
Shouts out to everyone ending Ramadan. It is now Eid. Don't know what happens, but hey, it's a joyous occasion. That's what matters.
It's a joyous occasion. Yeah, no funny business this week. Just full on good hype.
Full on celebrations, exactly.
Yeah, full on celebrations.
I will say though, I was traveling this past week to an undisclosed location. I'll probably disclose it in the future, but spoilers, man. You're gonna have to wait and see. But
it was a server farm 12 leagues under Nebraska.
I went to go check my crypto mine that I have in Bolivia.
Yeah.
Nah, I went to an American city that doesn't feel like most American cities, and like, dude, people are weird there. For the record, John knows what city this is.
Yeah. I can confirm that people are weird there, just from looking at the outside in.
Like, dude, okay, I went to get some Asian food, like me, Adri, my friend, and this dude was just like on a bench with like 2 boxes of iPads, and just like looks at me as like, "Hey, want an iPad?"
Well,
for reference, this is not New York City. Like, this is a smaller city than that. New York is weird on principle.
Before you get any ideas, it's not New York City, everybody.
This is a place I would not have expected this to happen. I was just like, I looked at this honky straight in the eyes and was like, no.
One of our listeners who lives in New York City, who was just trying to sell an iPad earlier this week, just got so hype. And then when you clarified that it was not in New York City, they're very sad now.
If there is someone out there like that, sorry, it wasn't me. Shaggy, it wasn't me. But like, this man, like, I'm pretty sure I hallucinated him. And given what they have in the water, I might have.
He's not real. He can't hurt you. iPad man can't hurt you.
Walked in. It was for takeout. Walked in, ordered, got our stuff, got out. He was gone. Gone in the wind.
Oh my god, you passed the test. You didn't take the iPad, and then he like dissolved into like a puff of smoke. Like,
it's the whole fucking Lady in the Lake shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, is this golden shovel your shovel? I passed the test, but now what do I get?
You get to pick up your food in peace.
Hey, it was really good. It was super good. And if that's what I had to do to ensure that my order was good, hey, I'll say no anytime, any day, baby.
You probably missed out on purchasing like the greatest like Fruit Ninja farm setup of your life. Like, this dude probably had like there is some video of this guy, like, I think it's a TikTok, and he's like building this suitcase for his like iPad farm, but he never explains what his iPad farm is for. And he's just like, oh, this is for my iPad farm, and I custom built this stuff. And all the comments I remember just, dude, like, what are you farming? Like, iPad farm for what? And he just never answered. He probably answered later, but for a while I remember there was just no video response like explaining what the iPad farm was actually for.
I need you to send me this TikTok. What? That's crazy.
I'll try to find it. He built like a custom like big ass, like one of those long like suitcase or like briefcase, It's one of those long cases, and like it opens up and it has like the foam inside. He like custom built it to like house the iPads in there and like water cooling, and then like the
What?
things like the iPads like flipped out, like when you opened it they like turned, like so they would like, dude,
Liquid cooled iPads?
yeah, I don't know what the hell he was farming, but my dude is going
Crypto?
my dude is going pretty nuts. I don't know if it was crypto actually. I don't think
That's
it was,
insane. That's patently insane. I cannot conceive of what, like, dude, how, what, how?
yeah, I don't know. He was just building a case for his iPad farm, and he kept saying his iPad farm, but like in the original video, he would not explain what it was for.
Watch it be like an AFK farm for like, I don't know, fucking Clash
Roblox?
of Clans.
Yeah, Clash of Clans. He's mining the like school shooter simulator Roblox.
Dude, that's so
Dude,
fucked that's real.
I was telling this to somebody at work, like one of my friends at work, and I was like, dude, Roblox is so like, the hole goes deep with Roblox because it's so unhinged. And then the creators and the admin teams that like are supposed to be in charge of like, you know, the moderation team that they have for Roblox, they're literally just like, oh, like we didn't make it, so like it's like, like
Right?
like, oh, we didn't like make it, like it's not an official Roblox level, like it's a custom made level, so our jurisdiction is like nothing. I'm like, bro, they're like like,
That's so messed up. That's like,
yeah.
I really, really hate it. And it's also like just a bunch of like teens getting exploited.
Yeah.
It's so fucked. If you are, we've looked at our stats. You're probably not playing Roblox if you're listening to us. But
yeah.
if
you
you
listen
are
to our
a
last
teenager,
episode, we went over our Spotify stats, and some of you. I'm just gonna leave the thought there. Some of you.
But yeah, no, fucking, if you're a teen and you're out here like trying to join a like Roblox dev team, just don't do it. Like, dev your own stuff, have fun, like even if it's by yourself, that's totally valid. That's experience. You do not have to join a team. Holy fuck, the exploitation I've seen.
Yeah.
It's crazy,
actually,
man.
Wild. Dev your own stuff, build up your skills. Bungie authorized like 7 different states for full like remote access work from home, and just apply to Bungie because they're always fucking hiring because they got all this Sony money now and they're expanding and
oh shit. Hold on.
Bungie, Sony
jobs.
straight up was like, hey, like we're buying Destiny, or they were buying, they like Microsoft bought all those other dev teams and stuff. Like Sony straight up bought Bungie. They're like, oh yeah, like we acquired Bungie. The acquisition went through. Like, oh, we want to work with them and push. We want to use our power in the industry to like push their visions to like the absolute limits and stuff like that. Long story short, they got Sony money now, so
absolutely crazy.
And then when you, dear listener, joins the Bungie team, I can yell at you when my favorite guns don't work too good.
Bro, I have not played the newest Bungie shit, the newest Destiny stuff.
Yeah.
I really need to get on that.
It was good. The new expansion, the story, chef's kiss, amazingly well done. I beat the story and a lot of the quests afterwards, and then for this season, like, I just kind of stopped because there was like really nothing else to do. But
dude,
I feel like that's every major expansion release. They don't give you everything from the expansion straight away. Right. They like drip feed it to you. But then I
prefer that a bit.
Yeah, but because the expansion releases at the same time as the new season starts, usually when this happens, the seasonal content is like not that strong. Like it's like whatever. And I think that was the case this season, so I'm waiting for next season to be like, oh, okay. jump back in.
Honestly, that's like a whole better way to just completely play the game.
Yeah.
Because how else are you going to spend time playing Kirby?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Kirby or procrastinating on triangle strategy, but we are not a video game backlog procrastination podcast yet. We are, in fact, Paramecia Fancast, a One Piece fancast where we review the latest chapters of One Piece and have different One Piece related discussions every single week. My name is John.
My name is Franz, and Disco Elysium's been on my backlog for so long, someone should just yell at me to finish it. I'm on Wednesday, the first Wednesday. I don't know how many Wednesdays there are. That's how early I am in.
You know what? Call to action right at the start. Join our Discord, Paramecia Flower Capital. Permanent invite links on all of our social media. Paramecia Cast, at Paramecia Cast on Twitter, Paramecia Fancast everywhere else. Join our Discord and tell us how many Wednesdays are in Disco Elysium.
But before you yell at me to finish the game, give me like 2 weeks for me to like. Life's a little fast, so like 2 weeks.
Yeah, let us get a college try first, and then
exactly. And then if you don't hear back from me, okay, it's fair game. But yeah, no, we're a One Piece podcast here with chapter 1047 a week late. Sorry.
Hell yeah. See, it worked out. We had life stuff that Franz had to take care of, and I had to take care of. And so we're like, you know what? Break week this week, and then chapter next week. So this way, you can listen to our review of the chapter this week and only have less than a week until the next chapter, 1048, comes out. So it all works out.
It's a review. You gotta, refresh your... Especially, like, when it comes to Golden Week.
Yeah.
Like... There's so many breaks one after the other, especially like if Oda took a break recently, like, man, I can forget. Granted, I'm just like that. Few brain cells in here, but for those of you like me who need a reminder, this is the episode for you.
Hell yeah. But yeah, 1047, the sky over the capital. First, I just want to talk about the color spread. We get a color spread this week, so we didn't get a continuation of the cover story, the Germa one. I want to know who those shadowy figures are. But we got a cover spread of everybody at the beach enjoying like a little cookout and stuff. And
chilling. My
God, can we just talk about like, well, one, Robin, just in general, but two, like, holy crap, Oda is such a good artist. Like, the shading from the palm trees above them, like on Robin and Nami, like, God, dude, that's so good.
And like, this is the kind of thing that, like, I don't know, to me, it looks to be like analog water pens,
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure Oda does all of the the spreads. I think he does them all digitally.
Yeah, now I think it was the first. There was like a. I think it was one of the author comments. It was the color spread where Sanji was a DJ, and it was like Sanji and Luffy on both sides of the color spread.
Oh yeah.
And it was like, and Luffy was like dancing with the dogs while Sanji was like DJing. And it was like the orange and blue one. Like that was.
Oh
like, the
yeah, that
scheme.
one was funky.
That one I think was the first one that Oda went like full digital for the color spreads. I'm pretty sure. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, people in our Discord and on Twitter, but I'm almost positive that was the first one that he did like fully digital. And hell, even the well, now they're all digital because on
the Eiichiro _staff, they post them, right?
Yeah, so every time there's a new color spread, follow at Eiichiro _staff on Twitter, because the new color spread, they always release a time lapse of Oda drawing the color spread, and it's always so interesting to watch those videos because you'll see like he'll sketch out multiple ideas for a different one, and then he'll finally settle on the one that we get. And sometimes the different ones we get are like, or the ones that he had in mind are like, the idea of them is so cool. You're like, oh my god, it's so sick. And then he ends up like, changing it 3 times until he settles on one. But seeing the process sped up like that of him, like just sketching his characters doing like, just stuff that he wants.
Through.
Like,
yeah,
it's super cool.
Dude, I love to see it, but here we got everyone like just feasting, chilling, relaxing. Brooke is quote unquote snoozing. I don't buy it, if you ask me, because there's like a line of sight straight to some Robin Cooter.
Yeah.
So I think that's that man's lying, but Jinbei, that man's been out. And I love to see it.
That man was out as soon as the chair was put up.
Yeah. He did the like Akuma like slide over and just instantly knocked out.
The Satsui no Hado like slide into the chair. Sleep 1,000 sleeps.
Oh god. It's just great. The only thing I don't understand is like, what's Chopper doing?
Yeah, I think Chopper is like, because my first thought was like, is he like pinned to the tree? Because it looks like he's just hanging there, but his other foot is like sticking out the top. So I think he's just like sliding over, or like about to fall. Or
he's
something.
Gotta be falling, right?
Yeah.
Just full on falling, like, Luffy's harassing Nami, Zoro's trying to feed Momo, Frankie's riding Momo.
Yeah. Sanji's got the chili dog. Sanji's a big fan of Sonic over here.
Big fan of Sonic, dude. Not to be like that guy, but like, hey, you seen that TikTok where it's like some dude at a movie theater and it's like, hey, what movie you're gonna come and see? And then the guy like in frame, he like turns around, he has a Sonic 2 shirt on, and then he like looks dead at the camera and he's like, I'm here to see Morbius. It's Morbin time.
It's Morbin time. Hashtag Morbius sweep.
Dude, it's my favorite meme. If y'all don't know what we're talking about, I'm straight up just gonna link the Eddie Burback video.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I was about to say there's a video by this creator Eddie Burback, and it's just called like, I watched Morbius like 5 days in a row or something like that.
Yeah, I
absolutely unhinged.
Oh god, but yeah, no.
Yeah, let's get into the chapter proper. We start with actually like a flashback, which is interesting, to Momonosuke, because like we've seen more of Momonosuke, but this one kind of we never saw like, we saw Momonosuke like remembering like right when they got sent back in time, or like when Toki said she was gonna send him back in time and stuff, but we didn't get to see like, everything that led up to right when it happened. And I really liked this flashback. It was short, but it was really good. You see Yamato, he's like, you can do it, Momo, like make the flame clouds. And he's like, I can't do it, they won't appear. And he's like crying in his dragon form, like, I can't. And he's remembering his mom telling him like, Momonosuke, go with Kinemon and the others, and when you reach the future 20 years from now, you must rebuild the strength of the Kozuki clan. And he's just crying to his mom like, but I can't, like, you and Hiyori come with me, mother. And dude, Kinemon, all of the scabbards, but Kinemon, his words to Momo, I was like, god dang it, dude.
It's heavy, man.
Yeah, he's like, Lord Momonosuke, this is the hardest of all for your lady mother. This is the land of samurai, a place where shame is as heavy as life itself. If a man argues with a grave decision that a woman summoned all her courage to make, he does nothing but shame her. But I am a child. If you'll forgive me for saying so, in the wake of Lord Odin's passing, you are not just a child anymore. Which is like, You could see Kinemon's like crying, like he knows how messed up that is, like
Dude,
to tell to this child, but he's like, if
who
I
just saw his
freely,
dad like die too.
yeah,
like
if I may speak freely, will you give us another chance to fight? If our lives are only going to be given over to the flames, then we would prefer to perish for our liege with blade in hand. Will you allow us to die as samurai? And Kinemon, like, the panel of Kinemon, like, bowing to Momo, and just you see, like, a puddle in front of him, like, he's just, like, sobbing, and the shakes on all of them, like, they're all crying, like...
The traitor, dude!
Yeah! Even fucking Kanjuro, but, like, oh, this was so powerful. And then Momonosuke, like, crying, but, telling Toki, like, mother, like, I'm ready. I will go, as tears are like streaming. Like, God, we've said it before. Like, this whole storyline from Wano with Momo is so like messed up for Momo. Like,
I really wish this kid had a chance to be a kid, but like,
yeah,
that's war, baby.
Yeah, God, and like. His determination after it, like when he comes to from the flashback, like remembering his mom saying like good, and he's like, I'm failing my mother. Stop! Don't go to the capital. Don't go that way. As he's like trying to push the Onigashima like away.
It like the whole flashback hurt so bad, and all the while like we just go back to funny rubber boy, and Kaido's just like. You grabbed the lightning? Preposterous. That's the best word to describe how... Because remember, like, we were talking about how the translation, like, when the Gorosei were talking about the Nika fruit, and how they said it was, like, ridiculous?
Yeah.
Preposterous is, like, the word that really hits it right there. Like, I'm not disagreeing with Stephen Paul choosing ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like... people, it's a little bit on the reader to remember that there's like a couple different definitions.
Yeah.
But like, dude,
the colloquial usage of ridiculous has definitely changed over the years.
Oh yeah, for sure. The language is evolving, all that shit. But this little boy, preposterous as he is, gum lightning. That's it. Nothing. He doesn't know. He has a list of like guns and animals in his head, and it seems to have run out.
Yup.
But
oh God,
Kaido just gives a little swoosh straight out of there, bats up and says like, "Play all the games you want, but abilities alone cannot conquer the world." All the while, he swings Luffy away. Luffy grabs onto more lightning, just loop-de-loots around it.
Love this,
dude.
like a freaking trapeze artist, like grabs the pole, spins and launches himself back.
He turned the lightning into rubber.
Yeah,
because he shot himself, like he used the lightning as a slingshot to propel himself towards Kaido and try to like, knock Kaido with something. Yeah. Kaido wasn't having it.
Eneru is shaking right now.
Dude, holy Eneru dropped. If this was like, dude, the people who jokingly and or seriously believe that Eneru is gonna come back after this, dude, there's no shot.
It is a literal 10-0 matchup now. Like, out of 10 games that they play, Eneru cannot win one anymore. Like, Eneru is done for.
Oh my God. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
What can he do? Like, so he could bend lightning, and then also, like, he has the power of gag manga. Like, what
it's unbeatable. Dude.
Yeah.
the Apex, like, power scaler question has changed. it is now no longer who is stronger, Luffy or Goku. It is now who is stronger, Luffy or Aurelie.
Yeah. The true successor of Toriyama's throne.
They're evenly matched, and, the true DBZ heads will know that there was a, one-shot OVA kind of thing where Goku and Vegeta go to, wherever the hell Dr. Slump takes place.
Yeah, it was like a filler episode of Super.
Yeah.
She beats the hell out of Vegeta, and then she fights Goku, and Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue with Kaioken.
Yeah.
I forget the multiplication on the Kaioken, but he shoots a blast, and then she shoots her own blast, and they beam struggle like the Saiyan Saga, and I'm like, bro,
dude, Aurelie is the most powerful in all of DBZ. Therefore, the question is now Luffy versus Aurelie.
Yes. Kaido stands no chance against Aurelie. I just want to put that out there. Strongest on land, air, and sea, with a giant asterisk, except on Dr. Slump World.
Just that one little town, that's it.
Yeah.
No one can beat. Dude, Aurelie's an emperor of the land.
Yes.
See, Luffy's gonna conquer all the emperors of the sea, but no one's talked about the emperors of the land.
Yeah. Oh god. The emperors of the land. No, but dude, Kaido, Kaido smacks the hell out of Luffy. And Luffy's face is pushed in all gag manga and Luffy rubberizes the floor to bounce back and hit to cushion the fall, but also bounce back to hit Kaido, which I feel I just love every time this happens. It's just so cool. He can cushion his falls and then use their own power against them and ricochet back at them.
Dude, it's really interesting, but Kaido is learning as well.
Yeah.
He's understanding that Luffy is doing this, and he's just getting up to bat again.
Yeah. And this line in particular, because he said abilities alone cannot conquer the world. The world is convenient that way. Roger did not have any fruit powers, which we all kind of assumed. I know some people had thought that maybe Roger was the original user of the gum fruit.
Right, yeah. Really popular theory.
Yeah. Confirmed here, not the case. Roger, as we assumed, did not have any devil fruit powers. I'm assuming that might be the reason why Shanks and his crew, because there's again, we don't know everybody on Shanks' crew and if they have one or not, but the assumption is that none of them have devil fruits and they're only hockey users.
Right. But
which would make sense because he's
even if you look at Luffy's crew, for Shanks, we only know the big dogs. That's fine. But with Luffy's crew, Luffy's got a fruit power. It's his own fruit, turns out, whatever. But other than him, Zoro, Sanji, Usopp, the equivalents to Shanks's big dogs.
Yeah.
No. None.
Yeah.
None. Just hockey.
And even this, he hits Luffy into the ground. Luffy bounces back, and he says, because only hockey can transcend all. And then he hits him with Destroyer of Death, Thunder Bagua. And, dude, what, that line alone is, kind of feeding into my, hold on now, my little theory crafter goblin in my brain. Because I'm wait, maybe I'm just thinking too much into it, but I'm dude, is there is there something more to hockey that even we haven't seen yet?
Dude, literally who knows? Because we don't know what hockey is other than kind of willpower.
Yeah.
that like it really seems to like I still hold fast to the like Avatar Korra like theory about hockey, where like everyone has it. It's just that like, you know, some people, because of their circumstances, because they fight so much, they're like on the brink of death so much, their hockey is so good. But like if everyone had the capacity to like learn, then they could also be like just as good as at hockey. Like, you know, there's gotta be something else to it though. Like, I'm willing to admit that. I don't know.
I feel like if it's with anything, it might be like maybe there is more to what Supreme King Hockey can do than we like know right now. Because I mean, it was just this specific arc, this specific act of Wano that we learned like that you can imbue Supreme King Hockey into your attacks, which we knew that you could like clash and your Supreme King Hockey would like, when it emanated out of your body, it would clash with like we saw with Doflamingo, like Dofi and Luffy's Supreme Hockey was like clashing, and that was like the black lightning. But now we learned that they're able to like imbue it into their attack. So I'm like, oh, is there like, I don't know, is there more amplification that you can do with that, or like can you combine it with like I don't this I feel like I don't know. I do like though that they're not completely like, I do like that it's not completely like, oh, he has a god fruit, therefore he could still win. Like Kaido is putting up a a very good fight using hockey based attacks to like bash Luffy. Like
straight up he's winning. Like that's just it. He's winning.
Yeah. He hits Luffy with the Thunder Magua, and Luffy, little birds flapping around his head as he's like, but he grabs Kaido. He grabs Kaido's chest, mind you, like his skin. Yeah. Kaido is shirtless.
He rubbers his skin.
He's tugging on his skin as if it's like a t-shirt, and he's just holding on. And like, as he flies into the sky, and Kaido is like tugging, like, dude, let go. Like,
dude, it's nasty. Like, that's the guy's flesh, bro.
Yeah, we've talked about it like okay, funny rubber man become cartoon, but also like the body horror aspect of this whole thing, that like, no, like this guy in the real world can like make your body do cartoon things it was never meant to do. Like,
holy shit.
Yeah, like,
how did we not consider?
Creepy.
Okay, the Netflix live action One Piece at all costs must succeed. Even if it is fucking shit garbage, it must succeed and must continue going, because we must force this team of Netflix fuckos into doing Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That's the only solution here.
Oh my god.
Or we just get body horror.
Yeah, yeah.
In the live action, we just might get body horror, actually.
In the live action, you know what it might turn into? It's those pictures of like the hyper realistic Homer Simpson.
Oh yeah, something between that and like the hyper realistic, like edgy Pokemon, you know?
Yeah, it's gonna be something like that. But I would love like Gear 5 just literally being like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit, like.
Oh my god. We must use what little influence we have in this community to force everyone to watch.
Yes.
And say, gritting through their teeth, that it's good.
Yeah.
We need to do it for the culture.
For the culture.
Oh, yes. God. Dude, Kaido's like tugging at this man and just bonking his like arm. He's just like, trying to get him to let go. And then he goes full dragon. He's like, you're only telling me where to find you. And starts shooting his like dragon twister stuff. You still have weaknesses to cutting attacks, I presume. which is true. Luffy's just getting cut the fuck up. And we just move away from the fight, straight back to the flower capital, where everyone's starting to send up these little boats with their wishes. Send them off to the deceased. And there they go. Let the sky boats fly. Keep her steady. And you know, we don't... I really wonder who is speaking here, who's narrating. I guess we'll figure it out once the anime comes out. But, like...
Yeah.
Someone says, the festival is coming to an end, and tomorrow we'll be worked like slaves again. I hope I get to live another year.
Dude. Man.
I fucking hate it here, man.
This is rough. And man, little freaking Otoko, this killed me. Like, she's looking at the lanterns go, and her face is, like, blushing, and she's, like, laughing. And she's, like, holding Tenguyama's hands and, like, hopping, like, jumping. And she's like, keep her steady, like all the other people were saying about, like, as the boats go. And I'm like, I want so badly for this little girl to just be happy. like
Dude,
real happy.
I've
said it before. I really think that, like, Chopper is gonna cure... I really think that Chopper's gonna cure the Smile Fruits, maybe with Vegapunk's help. But definitely, I feel like he's going to realize, or maybe if it wasn't Wano, but I think that what he's gonna do is, because we saw him in the performance hall, cure the Oni disease by creating another disease that was the opposite, because, like, the ice one was, like, it was his, like, blue Oni disease.
So...
Queens.
In
and
order
he made,
to
like,
cure
an airborne...
sad, he has to give them happy?
Oh, maybe. But I think he's gonna distribute it the same way he did in the performance floor, like the happy or whatever he's gonna call it. The thing that, like, will fix their lineage factor, like, that messed up when they ate the fake fruits. Because on the performance floor, he did it in, like, a gas. Like, he released another bioweapon. We joked about that he committed a war crime to fix another war crime. But I think he's going to do it, and instead of the little chopper explosion, I think it's going to spread throughout Wano like the Sakura petals, like Dr. Hirolook described.
Dude.
Yeah. And I just want a scene I could see. I think I've talked about it before. If not, I want a scene where everybody, like, all the pleasures and the from Pleasure Town and Otoko, like, where they're all laughing like she is right now, like the little, like, you know, forced laugh, I guess. Like, they're all laughing, and then as the soccer pedals are hitting them, the laughter, like, is just, like, it fades out, and it just turns to, like, sobbing. Like,
dude, I'm going to be so clinically depressed.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I need.
One Piece is powerful, man.
Yeah, I could see it happening.
Oda, this guy, he's crazy.
This guy, but oh man, find the way to Daddy as the lanterns are flying, and oh man, this is messed up.
Oh man, all the while, like, Kaido is still going after Luffy. He does, like, a bolo blast. Luffy gets deep fried, you know. But hey,
as you do,
he's upside down. A frown upside down is a smile. I don't know if that means anything, but maybe one day it will. But then we go to, like, the inside of the dome. It's like all the Yakuza talking, and
this one's messed up too.
It's messed up, but I think it's, like, the conclusion of what Oda wants to say about, like, samurai-isms, you know?
No, yeah, for sure.
Because, like, we've talked about before how, like, oftentimes like, loads of characters would look at, like, all the samurai and be like, dude, why do you want to die, like, now? Like, some of you just seem like you want to die. Full stop.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're all talking to Hyogoro a little bit. I was like, oh, are you right, boss Hyogoro? It seems that Onigashima is in danger of falling. And then he just starts laughing a bit. And he was like, that means we're pressuring Kaido. Tell me, which would you prefer? If the Straw Hat wins, if the Straw Hat defeats Kaido, we all fall to our deaths. But if we survive, it means Kaido's won. And so everyone just starts cracking up. And they start talking like, oh, like, I have children in Hakumai. My wife is in Ringo. And then the last guy, he hits it. He hits what it finally is. If we win this battle, I'll rest assured they can lead a good life. How wonderful that would be. We'll have a country we can be proud of again. And like, I feel like this is the conclusion he's come to. I don't want to know. I can't say if it's like the perfect conclusion or this or that, but like,
yeah,
you know, what Oda seems to be getting at is like, these samurai just willing to die at the drop of the hat, fucked. That's like,
yeah,
crazy behavior. But these people here, like, samurai or not, they are fighting for something. And that's where the value is. Like, it's not that they should die here as warriors, but should they die protecting, you know, the people in their lives?
Yeah, they died fighting for something. Like, it wasn't just for... They didn't fight just for the sake of, like... For the sake of just honor,
for the culture.
I guess, you know? Yeah.
No, exactly. And then that's what being a warrior is. Like, that's what... You know, Oda's been trying to say something with this. You know, who knows if he's actually trying to say something with this, but I feel like that's what the conclusion is right now. We've hit a conclusion point.
Yeah, I would be interested to see, because, I mean, they all start cheering, like, go ahead, Straw Hat, like, crush Kaido, and even Kid is, like, with an ellipses, like, looking at them, like, what? And the Beast Pirates are like, are all of you samurai insane? Every last one of us is going to die. And Hyogoro is just, like, chuckling, well, what's wrong with that? But and I mean, okay, the juxtaposition of Usopp immediately, like, I don't want to die, I refuse to die, not
Comedy.
me, I'm gonna live, no matter what it takes, water, and him and Jeffrey get scooped up, but I am interested because, like, you know, I fully believe that Luffy, like, they're gonna save the people of Onigashima, right?
Yeah.
And I've seen some people thinking, like, oh, like, Wano is straight up just going to end. Like, Kaido's defeated, Wano can have its, like, coming up or whatever, but, like, the Navy ships are outside of Wano.
Right.
And, like, even if they defeat Kaido, there's problems within the country that, like, still exist. I mean, Orochi is still alive, so his whole... I think the next part of the story when, like, they're fighting, I think it's going to be like the Navy trying to invade to push onto, like, invading and taking over Wano, and then it's going to be, you know, like, Orochi is also going to be fighting them from within and stuff. But I really think the Navy thing is gonna like directly happen after this, only because, like, I mean, that's a pretty big tease for a war with the Navy and all that.
It is,
but
yeah.
Also, I mean, I thought of it today when I was running around doing some errands, but I was like, Luffy, to activate Gear 5, Luffy straight up, like, he pretty much died.
Yeah.
Like, he died. Like, he got knocked out, I don't know for how long, but he was clinically dead for at least a second. I mean, I feel like we could all, like,
the guy got
he
knocked.
died, and then the reverberation, like, bounced his heart back, and he awakened. But every single person on the Grand Fleet has a Vivre card. So my thinking is that if the dude you're following, if his Vivre card literally explodes in your hands because he's fucking dies, like, I have a feeling they're all gonna rush to Wano.
And there's gonna be, like, a little left. Something like that. Just a bit.
Yeah. I feel like they're all gonna rush to Wano to try to help whatever, and that's gonna be the big fight teased at the end of Dressrosa with, like, the greatest fight of all time or whatever, the most important fight or whatever the
making
narrator said.
Freaking
Marineford look like child's play. But that's the thing that I want to see where Oda takes the samurai then, because if they live through this, now it's like, okay, like we didn't die. We've been granted a second chance. So what are we gonna do with it?
Right.
You know?
And they're gonna have to, after all of this, a plan 20 years in the making, like deposing their leader. It's just like a Pyrrhic victory. They're just back in shit, kind of.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have, like, all they want is their chance to climb back up from fucking garbage. And, like, they're gonna do it. And, oh man, like, I don't feel like it's inspirational in any way. I don't like taking it that way, but, like, it's good to see that the samurai, like, if and when they survive, like, they will see the worth of their survival.
Yeah, exactly. I really think that, like, should Oda take it that way, and if he gives them a sort of, like, you know, like, I guess paradigm shift of, like, their idea, like, if he really turns it on them and, like, okay, now they have to think, like, wow, like, maybe I shouldn't, or, like, we don't have to, like, die for something, like, we could, like, work together for this, like, we, you know, like we have something to live for. We don't, our lives aren't meant to, like, die on the battlefield. We can, like, actually strive for something, like, you know, more. Like,
and, like, if my death helps that, then so be it. But, like, I'm hoping the best for these crazy bastards, all of them.
Oh, for sure.
And then, you know what? After all this, Oda said, "Hey, fuck you guys."
Yup. Oh, man.
We go to the treasure repository, second floor, and then we see a little nail hit the floor. Tink! There, it's out. Some vibration jarred the sea prism stone nail loose. Fuck.
Oh, this... Can he just...
Dude, how's it make you feel that for, like, 2 years now, every other week we've been saying, can this dude just die? And he won't.
He is like, maybe, you know how Kaido, everybody thought it was a dragon and then it turned out to be like a like a koi fish? What if we all thought, I know we have the official name, what if we all thought that it was like the Orochi fruit and it's just some cockroach because he refuses to die? I hate this man with every fiber of my being.
Dude.
I do like the art style that he drew him in, though. That's kind of sick.
Oh,
like,
it is.
The black outline is like on fire. Like, all right, Oda. Okay, if you kept him alive to draw him in this sick art style, like, all right, this is kind of cool.
It's a flex, and I love it. I'll take it. But kill him next chapter. For me, please?
Yeah, for me, please?
Please? Could you please?
Yeah.
Dude, this guy...
It's turning out like we had called the other thing, because he's loose from the rubble, but, I mean, we saw the water washing down with, like, Usopp and them.
Yeah.
It's getting closer to that second floor, and I'm pretty sure the water is gonna save both him and, Hiyori. Like, the water's gonna put him out, but it's gonna bring them all together at the bottom of, like...
And he'll be debilitated, because he has a fruit. Yeah.
So I think that's gonna be the whole lead up of, like, oh, he's gonna finally reconvene with Fukurokuju, because Kiarimundi's probably gonna wake up from the fight with
oh yeah,
he's probably gonna wake up from the fight with Raizo.
Dead.
Yeah, they're probably gonna meet up, and then because he was also on fire too. So when the water pulls them all to the bottom, Orochi's probably gonna be like, oh, he's probably gonna run away with him, get his way back to Wano, and then, like, you know, that'll be the start of all that stuff with him. Unless someone just kills him, which I would also be very okay with.
Which we need. Oda,
yeah, Oda,
please.
I would also be very okay. Like, hey man, hey man, 5 years is a little tight, brother. If there was one storyline that you had to maybe cut short, hey man, I would love to see Orochi be like a new villain, man. But hey, you know, if you gotta, you gotta. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You know, do it for the fans. Do something for the fans once, please, maybe.
Yeah.
Baby,
Please,
come on.
God.
The the guy, he's just, at the very least, I can take you down with me. Are you watching, Odin? I'm taking your precious daughter to hell with me. Like, fuck. Like, you know, a lot of us were hoping, not expecting, but just hoping that Hiyori would, like, kill the man.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. And
Yeah.
I'm so sad. Like, it every time something happens, the chances get slimmer and slimmer, man.
Yup. Oh, man. But we get the final cut back to the fight of the chapter, the final pages of the chapter. You just hear from the top, like, doo-doom, and gurgling, and like, hey, Momo! And Momonosuke's like, huh, Luffy? And Momo and Yamato looking up, mouths agape, just, what? Yes. You turn the page, and a giant, I'm talking like the size of the fish that grabbed, like, Kaido through the ceiling, but bigger.
Dude, we're talking like, this is the size of the skull on Onigashima.
Yeah. It's literally that there's like a scale of, because like Yamato, he's looking up. I mean, okay, it's funny because he's like, I'm gonna put an end to all of this, but Onigashima's in the way, so move it. And Yamato straight up, he's gonna punch right through the island. Dude, and he's like, Luffy, no,
Momo's
do it, Momo.
begging.
I believe in you. What?
Like, this is insane. This is positively insane. And, you know, like,
Luffy just said, fuck it.
like, you know, yeah, Kaido's right. Dude, it's like, it's crackling with Conqueror's hockey, like, all this black lightning coming off of it and everything. Like, Luffy heard what Kaido was saying, was like, oh yeah, ever since I, like, died and came back to life, I haven't been using hockey much. Thanks. And just...
Oh yeah, dude, I do have
this
that.
Is like... fucking Fujitora with his, like, meteor shit.
Yeah.
But it's the funny rubber boy doing it.
Yeah. Oh my god. So sick. And, like... Oh, so he wants Momo to, like, move the island, and... Momo keeps saying, like, oh, I can't do it, but we've seen him, like, you know, when he gets, like, I can't do it, he, like, the flashback this chapter, he was like, no, like, I'm failing my mother, I have to try. I've seen a theory online that, like, the lanterns are gonna be what help Momo, like, push the clouds up.
Dude, you know how
the lanterns have, like, the flames in them, and I think he's gonna use, like, Momonosuke, the dragon, like, fighting for Wano's safety, is gonna use the hopes and dreams of the people of his country to, like, save the country, you know?
What if because of that, we get, like, so, like, Momo's pulling it, but we also get, like, the quote-unquote spirits, like, helping him.
Oh, that would be so
I'd
cool.
cry, dude.
Dude, if we got, like... Oh, man. Dude, I'm literally thinking of, like... Oh, because you could get such cool stuff with this, like, in the manga and in the anime. Like, you know the opening of Naruto, Diver, where, like, Naruto is in the water, and then, like, the hands, they're, like, spirits, like... Or they're, like, visions or whatever, like... But it's the hands of all the people Naruto's touched in his life, and, like, all the people... And they're pushing him up out of the water... Like, I'm thinking that, but, like, all of the people that have, like, died in Wano, like, all the spirits, like, rising up, like, you know, to help, like, save the country. Like,
dude.
Oh, that would be so sick. I thought of that, or, the Digimon, the movie, with Omnimon, but that was slightly different, because that was them giving Dioboromon a memory leak. And I don't think they can give Kaido... I don't think the spirits of dead samurai can give Kaido a memory leak. If they can, that is sick.
Kaido just stops for a moment and it's like, oh my god, it's the hopes and dreams of everyone holding him down.
Kaido's like twitching, he's slow, his movements are slowing down. His GPU usage is at like 98%. Oh god. But yeah, Luffy, giant hockey fist, about to literally If Momo doesn't do something with these lanterns, like Yamato said, he's literally going to punch through the island.
Hold on. I feel like there's a gay sex joke somewhere here, but I don't like small twink fist large snake. Man, it's late at night. Fuck. Y'all complete. I work a lot for y'all. Y'all finish the joke at home.
Yeah.
It's homework. Fuck.
That's homework for y'all. That's that's gonna wrap it up for us this week. Don't forget to follow us on our social media. We're at Paramecia Fancast on Twitter, or at Paramecia Cast on Twitter, Paramecia Fancast everywhere else. Episodes go up every single week on our hosting site, parameciafancast.libsyn.com, and as soon as they're uploaded there, you can get them on every podcatcher in existence, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts being like the major ones, but any of them, they're anything that can capture an RSS feed and post, we're there. Definitely rate the podcast, give us 5-star reviews on there, leave a funny review for us. Any interaction really helps feed the algorithm, and it's really funny sometimes with some of these break weeks just going through and like talking about the different reviews that you guys leave, because some of y'all are pretty funny. And by pretty funny, I mean real funny.
We appreciate it genuinely, because like, boy, like, yeah, we of course we appreciate like all the comments that are like, oh, like we love what you do, etc., etc. Like that always lifts our spirits too. But like, if you got a little funny there too, hey,
if you got a little funny there, it's always good. What else? YouTube episodes go up every single week on YouTube as well, usually within 24 hours of the episode's release. The YouTube, we are slowly, we're not popping off as much on YouTube as on the actual podcatchers like Spotify and stuff, just because the growth environment is different for both.
It really is so different.
Definitely, yeah. Paramecia Fancast on YouTube. Please go and subscribe. We a meme video that took me all of 5 minutes to make is popping off at like almost 200,000 views. Please go and just subscribe to the channel. We're at like 250 subscribers. Definitely always a good time, and definitely like interact with us on Twitter too. I know, if you guys are on Twitter and you use it a lot, we try to tweet and retweet stuff like throughout the week. But definitely like and retweet all the stuff. Just again, any interaction on social media platforms with your favorite creators, not even just us, just any of them, it just helps out tremendously. We say it every week, and we're gonna keep saying it every week.
yeah, like, entertainment's free. A nice way to keep it free is to make numbers go big. Unfortunately,
yeah,
it just truly be like that.
It be do. I got nothing for like a crack theory.
My brain cells faded literally attempting to make that last joke. So I don't think I have much either.
I don't think you have much time.
Oh no. Oh, look at me. I'm a samurai now. I'm gonna die on the battlefield. Ooh.
There's like a Pepe the Frog picture where like he's a samurai and he's like committing seppuku.
There.
Yeah, I could try to go back. I sent it to my girlfriend like a couple weeks ago. I forget what the context was. It was just like Pepe the Frog in like, the art style looked like a literal like Japanese like water painting. It was like Pepe like cutting his stomach open with the knife, and it was like something like absolute pain or something like that.
So the one that I found reads, "Autumn ends, frogs settle down into the earth."
Yeah, that's the one. It's beautiful.
I found another one where like someone drew the soy jack. Like we talked about this like 100 like episodes ago. But the whole thing when like, oh yeah, when someone has to do seppuku, but like they want to still like have it like honorable, so like someone behind them cuts their head off so they don't have to like feel the pain. Like someone redid this exact meme, then they added the soy jack in the back with the sword.
Yes.
Why does this exist?
I hate it here.